So I now step into a deload week. What is a deload week? A deload week is basically when you're doing your intensity less than what you would usually do. So you drop down your intensity so you're able to continue to recover, but you're still making those gains. Let's be honest, training can become very, very taxing. So a deload week allows you to rest and recover whilst you are still training in a safe range. Add a deload week into your routine because it will help you in the long run. Oh, and how ironic for my deload week to start with a leg session. You know, hey, but like I keep saying, we move regardless. And hey, this is not just your normal deload week. No. This is a deload week with a slight shock to the central nervous system so it doesn't know what's happening, keeping the body guessing but still in a safe range. Remember, deload, dropping. So all exercises sets are anywhere between 2 to 3 sets, no more than 3 sets, and then we move on. Literally you feel and you move along almost like as if we're starting the session again, like as if it's post lockdown, almost like as if it is post lockdown. We're just feeling it post lockdown, but we have more muscle memory this time and we're adding more of a shock factor. So like I said, 2 to 3 sets and then we move on. So whether we have a deload week or not, the warm-up sets always stays the same. It starts with no weights, just a 20 kg bar, then we take it straight to 1 plate, then straight to 2 plates for a few sets, then straight to 3 plates as the working set. As it's a deload week, 140 will be the working set for a few sets and then we move on. Alright, so I'll say this over and over again. I'm quite a strong guy, so in terms of warming up, it takes me a while to open up my knees, to open up my hips, you know, to loosen my lower back, to get the body and the muscles warm. And I'm going to say this, if you are starting at your training or your X, Y, and Z into your training, don't neglect taking your time when you are warming up. Yes, if you are naturally stronger, your warm-ups may be a bit longer because it may take you a long time to actually reach your working sets, but never rush the process. This is why sometimes I can tend to do mobility even after I've fully warmed up. I tend to do mobility in between my sets sometimes to still further open up the knees, the hips, the lower back, etc. Because the aim is to try and limit injury. So the sets, it flows through so you don't feel any discomfort. Finally entering the first set. So 3 sets, 5 reps, and we move on. this is where we add the shock factor. We go straight into 120 jumping squats. Yes, I know it's a deload, but we're adding a bit of a shock factor here, so the body doesn't know what is happening. So we're doing one set of the jumping squats on 120 kg, then we do a drop set. We do a 3-set drop set till failure. So 120 kg into 100 kg, finishing with 80 kg back to back to back. Straight into those hack squats. So remember what I said about the shock factor, shocking the body? So here we're doing the hack squat, but we're switching it up. We're doing the reverse hack squat now, facing the other way. Listen, don't be scared to change things up as long as you are still working the correct muscle groups or the muscles that you're tending to work on. Don't be scared to change things up because you want to shock the body, because over time you will adapt. We are nature of adaptation. Over time, you're going to adapt, so change things up. Get the body to keep guessing. Think of it as a date. Keep guessing where we're going next. It makes it more intriguing for the body, so the body continues to grow and develop on that new embarking relationship. So change things up. So the working set here is slightly higher than a normal deload week because I still want to shock the body during this set. Sets stays the same, 3 sets, rep ranges will be a bit higher, so 6 to 8 reps. straight into dumbbell squats. Yes, the intensity has slightly dropped, but the weight is still quite heavy. The weight is still somewhat heavy, but here we're doing a paired set. So we're doing back to backs before we have a break. So 2 back to backs, then a break. Only 2 sets this time. Only 2 sets, and then we move on. So straight into a machine-based exercise. Here we're doing the seated leg extension. So quick tip, whenever I decide to move to the next exercise, I like to have a active recovery. That avoids me from resting too long. So what I tend to do is if I'm moving to the next exercise, I tend to lighten the weight first. That stops me from resting, so I'm still actively working the muscles, and I increase it slowly. So it's active recovery without actually resting. And that allows me to continue to keep working. Even though the weight is light, it allows me to continue to keep working until I find my working set. I'm here to burn calories. I'm looking to stress those muscles in a positive way so it continues to grow bigger, better, and stronger. I'm here to literally attack those muscles so it shapes and defines the body. So if you're really looking to improve your body composition, active recovery sets when you're moving to the next exercise is very, very ideal and very important, because it allows you to continue to keep working at somewhat of a rate so you avoid resting too long. So hey, that's a win-win situation. So let's let's go. So if you're looking to seriously grow your legs, you must be doing lunges. Don't play with lunges. So here we're doing 2 sets of lunges. Yes, when I mean 2 sets, we're doing front sets of lunges and we're going to do the reverse lunge. Slow and controlled lunges to really impact those legs. And then we're going to reverse it. The lunges are 10 reps altogether, and then we go straight into the reverse lunge, and that is 1 set. We do that 2 times and then we move on, keeping it really simple. Listen, I need you to understand something. When you have trained for such a long time and you put in the work and effort, listen, you shouldn't care who is watching. You're there to continue to elevate those gains. So you work harder and you play harder. So go out there and show off those gains. Yes, we did a slight flex because you know what? It's been a long time coming. You work harder, you play harder, so show up and make the change happen. Listen, we'll have one space in time on this earth, so let's continue to live to make history. But like I keep saying, pull up, show up, and don't be scared to show off those hard-earned gains. Yes, whoa. Some may call this tick, whereas others may call this gains upon gains upon gains. Let's go make some history.